Hello, wonderful people of YouTube. Hope I'm Cypher, and we're playing some Divinity Original Sin 2. In between the last episode, I have been collecting everything that is not nailed down. And from there, we got some more potions and a few meals. But most importantly, we got a bow. I am retraining the Red Prince to be more of a ranger because I just like that whole feel of matching damage types to a target.
I wonder where this leads.
Same here. Ooh, Bane.
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's still not wearing his mask. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and pulling at the skin of its face.
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
Damnation. That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor?
No, it acts as a broadcast, as a social intimidation device. Cough politely.
Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected.
Ask what his business is with that body.
Why, its face, of course. What other use would I have for some rotting corpse?
Looting it, dissecting it to understand diseases and physiology, burying it out of respect. You know, a lot of things that a normal person would do.
A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull. I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face from the body.
That is disturbing.
I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I lack such a tool...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Inquire about his skull. You've never seen one carved like that.
Carved? Please. You hardly think I am one of your breed, do you? You have never seen anything like it because you have never met anyone like me. Simply put, I am an Eternal, and you are not. You have my sympathies. Indeed, no one seems to have the good taste to be. My people are rather absent. At least from this realm. As for the others, well, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answers.
An Eternal? What is that? Some cult?
A cult? Hardly. We were a race that existed before the idea of race was needed. We were all one. I could ask you to imagine an Eternal as a creature of incredible intelligence and skill. But I fear the limits of your imagination would not do us justice. We studied the mysteries of the universe. We created works of great art. We disappeared. But I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. We will have our world again.
Sounds like trouble. It sounds like he needs a companion. Where does he think his people are? In some other realm?
Ah, well, that is the curious thing. They are clearly absent from this world, and yet they are everywhere. Every one of your races resembles them in some manner. and the statues you have built to your gods look remarkably familiar. Perhaps my people have ascended to some new realm. Or perhaps your gods are merely a folk memory. Regardless, they are not here. But I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them.
Ask why he's still here while his people have vanished.
Well, that hardly seems relevant. But if you must know, I was inconvenienced for a time. Several centuries, in fact. Or perhaps millennia. One tends to lose track.
How is he still sane?
I was sealed in a tomb for daring to be curious about the world. It seems our king did not agree that the universe should be explored to its full potential.
Yeah, that usually leads to trouble.
Perhaps I should thank him. It seems I was spared whatever happened to the others. I wonder if flowers would be appropriate.
Wish him well and leave.
Yes, yes. Do feel free to call. By which I mean shout loudly. I do not want you sneaking up on me again.
Dragons, never leave home without one. An ooze barrel. We could use this to poison our weapons. A little girl.
You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You peer behind it and find a small human child holding her knees and trembling.
Place a hand on her head and softly whisper, "Shh."
The child quiets and seems comforted by your presence. She looks up at you with curious eyes.
Squint and say she looks like a warrior princess you used to know.
A wide grin cracks across the child's face through her tears, showing two big gaps where her front teeth should be. She laughs.
Really? Yeah. Warrior Princess Coral. You're nice. You can have this. I found it outside, but I can't read it yet. That's next year, and then I'll learn it.
The child wipes her eyes and, grinning, plunks herself down on the earthen ground. She starts tracing shapes, hearts, stars, and diamonds into the dirt.
Remember, people, when you're dealing with young children, a gentle old hand and encouraging words goes far. Unless they're hungry, they are in trouble.
Where is she? You go with us. Who are you? Are you from the shelter? She says nothing of another. Fire, alas! She is so late!
Ask her to slow down and explain what she means.
Never mind. It is not your concern. You leave. But...
She leans forward. Her eyes are wet with fear as she takes your hand.
Please, do not lead anyone here.
Sounds fair. Whisperwood. That will be useful. Turtles. Turtle. Weak to fire damage. Good to know. Hopefully we don't need that.
They're transforming.
Uh-oh. Okay. So, to those that are listening, we are by the beach. We are currently standing on a shipwrecked boat. And two shipwrecked boats, one of them we're standing on, is the two ridges of the battlefield. We have two turtles. 1, 2, 3. One giant turtle, which is acting as the whole anchor of the battle. 13 armor, 64 health. Okay. And Ithian is first. We move him up forward. Backlash. And offhand sucker punch, which CCs this as turtle. Well, let's see here. Can we get an encouragement off? Nope. Yeah, everybody else is out of range. So let's get him out of the way. Okay, next is the Red Prince, so let's see if we could get some damage done. Let's try to combo Pulsar Strike. Then Napoleon. Can have him strike at the last one that hasn't received any damage. That seems like a good idea. Incarnate, plus blood, Farsight infusion. Incarnates don't really make good frontliners. They specialize more as skirmishers. Mosquito Swarm. Range skill. Brings it down to half health. And a single old bite nearly kills the incarnate. Okay. Flash Sacrifice, followed by Restoration on the Incarnate. Okay, with that done, what can I do? That honestly seems like not much we can do with Sybil. Can't throw a water balloon because it won't do damage. And if we strike at kill this one turtle, he will probably explode. Probably a bad idea. Ending turn. Next up is Ifan, and the next turtle, well, the big turtle, the boss turtle, is looking ready to bite onto somebody. But, thou shall be, chicken.
Glory is mine.
That looks like a zombified chicken. Ancient tainted chicken. Then we can get the encourage to go off. Ignition. Got a fireball scroll, and since when I reach tier 2 skills, that will be replaced with the actual skill, I can actually use it. Now that will kill the left flank ink turtle. Okay. Healing potion on Napoleon. Totem. And end turn. Maneuver Sybil around. Answer the fire. And since these turtles set on fire, let's take a step back and throw a oil bottle. Fried chicken. And let's launch a firestorm grenade.
I'll yield none.
There we go. And it'll die next turn. There we go. I think going forward, I'll need to get my hands on a Rain skill book.
Swallowed too much seawater by the looks of him.
Foolish to attempt an escape by sea in these waters.
Agreed, Krakens.
What's this? Even the most noble among us must occasionally dirty their claws.
From Prince to personal shoveler. Okay, let's see if we can find anything more that is useful. Ah, the crafting skill book. Another shield. Let's give that shield to Sybil. And another shipwreck. How many ships do the Divided World lose in a day, I wonder? Let's see here.
Gonna eat 'em, were you? You damn savage.
They do not earn the honor.
Three magisters,
They do this
a
to
dog,
themselves. I warn
and an
you.
elf walk into a bar.
I'll purge you myself, you pointy-eared witch.
Aww. This is a relatively equal fight, which makes it a bad fight. So let's put a map marker here. Elfite. Well, with that, I think the beach area is practically explored. Now let's get back to the fort and start doing adventures there. Okay.
Pipe down, Farah. It's time to accept reality.
And the best place to start is with this whole sideshow.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Presume that this lizard's treachery has been great, or the regime is run by the pettiest of tyrants. Which seems to be quite accurate.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years.
Yeah, that's pure abuse. To inflict pain, then to tell your victim that is their
the fate
fault.
of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What a waste.
The Lizard Magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
The cruelty makes me sick.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
Ugh, this heap of flesh and bone was just another lizard. The world won't mourn her long.
Better her than me.
And I doubt any of you would wish me to treat you the same way. Let's have Sybil examine the Atusa's leg.
A single name throbs across your brain. Verdas, Verdas, Verdas. He must escape. He cannot die here. He cannot.
Verdas. Who is Verdas? Are you Verdas? Or is she?
Not now.
Let's send Ifan to do his errand. Benmez, your target is none other than Divine Bishop Alexander, leader of the Divine Order. Get close and show our benefactor why the Silver Claw is the most feared amongst all the lone wolves. For some aid with your mission, seek Magister Boris in the ghetto. Speak our motto, Glecho Dumar, to identify yourself. May the moon light your tracks, Roost and Loin.
So, time to find this Boris fellow.
Ifan strides up to the Magister, speaking in a calm and controlled voice. Though you can't hear what he whispers, the Magister's face turns whiter than snow as he hands a note to Ifan with shaking hands.
Don't! I'll give you the information. Here, just don't! Oh.
Ifan catches you looking over at him. He raises his eyebrows.
What?
Tell him you almost soiled your own breeches watching him talk to that Magister.
He barks a laugh, then shakes his head sheepishly.
I wanted some information. That Magister wanted to negotiate. I negotiated.
Say you like the way he takes care of business.
Oh, it's just practice. All in the way you set your jaw, lad. I'll teach you someday. I only do it when it's necessary. And it was necessary back there. He wanted me to kill someone. I didn't want to kill them. Being a little impolite seemed the least bad option.
Agreed. Better offend a magister than death on your conscience.
That's about the size of it for me, all right. And now that we agree, shall we agree to keep moving?
After reading the scrap of paper he took from the Magister, Ifan marks a spot on your map and looks out to the far horizon.
Stay down, you!
It is of my opinion that when murder is necessary, do I even have the wisdom to judge such a thing?
You forget my name here?
If I was somebody that could judge when murder was necessary, I would be a judge. Professionally. But no, I'm a cashier. And a amateur YouTuber.
As you're about to approach the lizard, Sabine cups your chin between thumb and index finger, then guides your eyes to hers.
Listen, I need to have a chat with this here morsel of flesh. He has wronged me once, but may just do right by me this time.
Okay. Based upon her menace and obvious anger towards Stingtail. Well, I'm not entirely sure Stingtail would survive. And, well, these lizards have proven to be slavers. If he had a part in her slavery, I'm not entirely sure I should stay in her way.
To your surprise, Sabine proceeds to throttle the unsuspecting lizard with one hand as she drives the tip of her needle into his lower belly with the other. Then the questions commence. You hear him yelp about the master, lone wolves, and a man called Griff. Then, quite suddenly, there's blood everywhere as Stingtail falls to the ground, face first into his own intestines.
Ow.
Sabine heaves a sigh of satisfaction, and as she wipes her needle clean, shoots you a cursory look.
Chat's over.
Demon elf, how dare you strike down a dreamer?
Such is my prerogative, Prince. And doubly so, my pleasure. Something on your mind?
Demand to know why she just brutally killed Stingtail.
It's simple. He scarred me, so I scarred him. Extensively.
She defies you with devilishly innocent eyes.
Can you blame me?
Admit that if somebody had likewise scarred you, your reaction might have been the same. But let's be honest, if I was in Sybil's position, where my free will was taken, not in an abstract way of a whip, but magically where I couldn't control my own body, I too would probably wish to kill such a monster.
There it is. I was wondering when your spying would make an appearance. Anyway, what's dead is done, so let's move on, shall we? Despite my high hopes, this scar disfigures me still.
Ask her what's next.
The search for the master continues, of course. Hungry work, the hunt. And you know what? I'm feeling a bit peckish. Stingtail mentioned a cook, as it happens. Fellow named Griff. 2 birds, 1 stone. How about it?
unusually large orange. Cultivated and exported from the Equator or by expert lizard or horticulturists. And Divinity, a controlled, highly addictive substance capable of altering human consciousness. Okay. Skill books. Those would be useful.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Sibyl gently places a hand on the small of your bag. Her mouth reaches your ear with a whisper.
How far is she leaning down? Well, you stand a little higher than her.
Let me have a word with the gentleman, would you? I've a little clue to follow up on.
Extend your arm, welcoming gesture. She's free to speak first.
Sibyl steps forward and asks Griff the cook about the lone wolves. A dead little birdie told her he's the man to talk to. A little back and forth ensues. Money crosses hands, and before you know it, Sibyl stands back beside you, all smiles.
Thank you. We should make good on our escape, you know. I have to see a man about a wolf in the Hollow Marshes.
Ask a big bad wolf?
Naught but a whelp in skillful hands, I'm sure. Zalaskar's his name. A name for the taking, if it comes to that.
Okay. So from there, we got Sibyl's quest worked on. We fought giant turtles, and we saw a cornered elf that we decided to leave for later. I shall be leaving you all here as we continue on our grand adventure of conquering this island.